Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to finally put all the modifications that we've put in the past month or two together and finally put it all in the computer and get everything to the full potential. So today we are going to go ahead and install a Trifecta tune. So I know Trifecta is not the only tune out there, but throughout my research I haven't found anything wrong with Trifecta tune. Everyone that I talk to really recommends it and are really happy with what Trifecta has to offer, such as revisions, such as ghost cams, such as turning off codes and all that stuff. So I decided that this tune is the one that accommodated my needs. So I'm gonna go ahead and again unbox it, install it, and give you a final review just like any other video. So today I do have a little bit of extra hardware because I'm gonna have to show you, since it is a tune, is a little bit more of programming. So what I'm gonna have to be using today is gonna be a computer to be able to install that to the car. Now keep in mind that it is more as a Windows compatible. So if you do have a MacBook like I do, you do have to install some apps to run Windows and why not. But since I already have a Windows laptop, might as well use that as well and not having to do none of that with my MacBook. So keep that in mind. You will need a Windows or an app. The other thing, I have this iPad because I'm going to show you what you need to buy this tune. So that's going to be something new because it is, like I said, something that you got to purchase online with a little bit more information. But yeah guys, this is pretty much going to be simple. It's going to be a tune that we're going to go ahead and install. Once again, we got headers, so we're tuning for those. We're tuning for the high flow cats, and we are tuning for the manifold spacer if that does anything, and as well the cold air intake. All these are mods that have a video, all these mods that we have been working with. So without the tune, I did lose around a second in 30 milliseconds. That is a lot to lose, so we're gonna go ahead and gain that back and hopefully a little bit more. So I do want to go through one thing, and that is a question that has always been in there, and it's including myself. Before I got headers, I was kind of worried, do I need headers and then a tune, or do I even need to tune? Do I just put the headers in there? And with my little testing that I did that was supposed to be for another product, I actually found the answer to that. And the answer is that yes, without the tune, I lost around, like again, a second in 30 milliseconds. That is a lot. So yes, you do need a tune to get that performance back. So keep that in mind. But anyways, without getting further to do, I do want to show you these decals that I do have in the shop here on YouTube through Spreadshop. If you do see them, they're not that expensive and they're really good stickers, and you're supporting this channel a lot. Just imagine how the sticker would look right here or in your car. I do have multiple designs, but they are see-through, keeping in mind that you can put this on a window, because if this was all black, you could not put it in a window. So they're a white. With the white background, you won't be able to see them. That's why I'm just showing you these two decals, but I do have a lot of more things, and you are helping the channel a lot once you purchase one of these. So without getting further ado, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to order this tune, and then we'll go from there. Alright guys, so transferring into the iPad, which is what you're going to see right now, you can see that we have three different packages. Each package is keeping in mind your necessities. So the prices are going to change. I didn't want to show the prices because if you see this video a year from now, it's probably not going to be nowhere the same. So, but anyway, as of now, this is the prices. For the Advantage, this is pretty much your stock card. You have not put anything in it. You want to tune it. The second one, basic bolt-ons, such as our needs right here, which is the headers. We have our manifold spacer. We have our intake. They're all pretty much bolt-ons, and they're simple bolt-ons. So that's why I personally got the Advantage Plus. You can read all of this if you need to. You can pause it. And the Trifecta Elite, that is going to be more for as your turbo kits. That's going to be more for your cams. If you want to have E85, stuff like that, it's something that you might want to get for your car. So now, getting the one I got, they're all going to be the same options. So getting the one I got, you are required to put your VIN number. Make sure, double check, triple check that it is correct. You're going to put your transmission. You can tune for automatic and manual, so keep that in mind. You have your intake and exhaust. So this is where you're going to insert the brand and everything, because I do want it. throttle body and fuel system. If you haven't done nothing, just put stock. That's pretty much what I put. Now the speedometer, that one, what it's saying right here is that they want a picture of you going 60 miles an hour while you have the GPS going on the speed, reading your speed pretty much. Not even the GPS, but you can get any app really that tells you your speed. So you're going 60 in your car. What does the GPS say? Does it say 59? Does it say 61? Or does it say 60? If you have a problem like that, mainly with changing your tire sizes and stuff, you can always recalibrate it here. Going down, it's going to give you your axle ratio and everything. That's just only if it's modified. In my case, there's nothing done there. Your additional modifications, just when you want to add the manifold spacer. Like I said, I don't know if it needs a tune apparently, but they told me that you don't, but I'm still going to put it in there anyway. And just a little survey of how you hear about us in comments in case you have anything. And then you can read anything there. Now, if you do have, let's say and you have instructions right here, as you can see. If you do have, let me check, a 2012 to 2015 for the ghost cam, it's always going to be on or it's always going to be off. You're going to have to put that through the computer. If you do have a 2010 to 11 with the cruise control, you could, right here it would say, with the cruise control on, ghost cam off, cruise control off, ghost cam on. Something that I really liked about this tune also is that you can put any type of fuel you want. So if you don't want to break the bank with premium, especially right now in these days where premium is very expensive, you could just put the medium one or you could put the cheapest one. It's all going to work. So you don't have to be specifically tied to one, because I know the budgets change. I know maybe you want to save some money in gas, but to buy more mods or for any need you have, this is why I like this tune, because you can add whatever gas you want on that. And there you go, guys. That's pretty much how you order it. You do have to pay a shipping fee for the cable. The cable I will be showing you once it gets here, because it's actually not here. I'm recording this video on how to order it and everything, but it's actually going to be here tonight. So tomorrow you will see a little unboxing. Probably not in here in the unboxing table. I still haven't decided. But tomorrow's going to be the day where we're going to install it. We're going to have everything running good. And hopefully, like they told me on one of my friends that had this tune told me, he told me, your car is asleep right now. When you tune it, it wakes up. It wakes the beast up. So let's hope that that's true. Like I said, I'm really excited because all these mods that have been running, I did have a little bit of discouragement last time I did the 0 to 60, losing some time. I didn't like that at all, but gladly this tune was already on its way by then. So I'm really happy. Let's go ahead and install this thing. Alright, so sadly, whenever I open the tune, it gives out my name, my address, all the information. So sadly, I won't be able to show you that. But just to give you a little idea, so you're going to click right here where it says existing user. Whenever you buy the tune, you're going to pretty much make an account and buy it at the same time. So you don't have an account, you're going to make one as you buy it. Whenever you purchase a tune, now you have technically an account. You're going to sign in to that account right here. They're going to email you telling you, hey, your tune is ready. So keep that in mind. It's not instantaneous. So wait a little bit. They're going to tell you, hey, your tune is ready. You're going to sign in right here. And then you're going to go to your downloads. In your downloads there, you're going to have technically the tune, and you're going to have any of the updates for the flash cable. So there you're going to get your tune. You're going to download it to your computer. It's pretty much a program. Once you download it, then you just need to hook up the cable, put it in your car, and play start. There you actually get some instructions. So in case I'm not teaching you well or you don't like it, they do have their little manual for that. But for now, that's really all I'm going to do, showing you this. So that's pretty much how you're going to get it. Once you're done with that, all we have to do is put it in the car and install it. Alright guys, well, the two files are good. So the first file, of course, being the easy flash file, that's going to pretty much be the software to install the tune. And then we have the tune itself. So you are going to install two different things, and then that's pretty much it. After that, all we have to do is run that file right here, which is going to give us the whole program. We're going to install that file in here. We're going to take out the codes we have to take out. We're going to add the ghost cam if we want it or not, and then we're going to go ahead and leave it around 20 minutes there. To prepare for the tune, you do want to go into your settings and make sure that sleep is off. So you don't want no sleep time. As you can see here, I turned it off right here. Never. It's never going to sleep. So after a certain amount of time, it's not going to shut down by itself. It's going to stay on for the whole 20 minutes. And say it might be more or less, but for them, we do need that. Now, we do need an internet connection. So make sure you park your car next to your house as close as possible, because I believe that it does need network. I am going to go ahead and double check for that whenever I'm doing the tune, and I will let you know if you do need Wi-Fi or not, but to my understanding, you do. So make sure to keep those in mind before you start the tune. Now let's go ahead, wait for the cable to arrive, and we'll go ahead and install the tune. Alright guys, well, guess what just came in this morning. So here we have the cable that we need to tune. You see, you have the OBD2 to USB. We have these stickers, 2 of them, say Trifecta in their logo. We also get a license plate holder that says tuned by Trifecta. Now, I'm not sponsored by Trifecta, so everything that comes in here does not come because of a sponsorship. So you probably will be getting this if you order anytime soon, or I don't know if it's a thing they do every time. But for now, we got pretty much 3 of these business cards. We got a license plate, 2 decals, and the cable itself. And again, this is not a sponsorship product here, so everything that came in is just for a regular customer like me. So now we're gonna go ahead and fire up the computer. I'm just heating up the car a little bit because here in Texas we just got a cold front, but I'm still want to do this tune, so I'm just heating up the car. But just keep in mind that we do have to do the tune with the accessory mode on only, so no car on. So make sure your battery is healthy enough, or if not, make sure it's connected to a charger or something like that. In my case, I'm gonna try to risk it and see if we can get those 20 minutes of the battery holding everything. So that's gonna be the next part. So there you go, you see a light. Here's the other end of the computer. Now this cable is fairly long. You can probably reach all the way to the passenger side, so it is pretty long. In this case, I'm gonna be installing it on this side. That's where my USB is at, and they'll have no problems with that. So it's gonna reach on the passenger side and everything. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll go ahead and start up the software. All right, so right now we have it in accessory mode. We're gonna go ahead and open the setup. Now bear with me because this is not the best computer. So there you go. It says agree. Of course we agree because we read it all. It says initializing. I'm gonna put yes on this. And this is gonna be a lot of waiting, so just be patient with it and just pray to God that your battery holds up. Again, make sure you're connected to the internet and have a strong connection. Right now I'm actually in the middle of my garden next to my house to ensure that I do have the best connection possible. So do whatever you need to do to make this tune possible. So let's install software. All right, once we have that installed, we're going to look for Easy Flash and open that app. All right, and with that, let me go ahead and show you a better view if I can. With that, we're going to go ahead and go to Program Vehicle. It's going to say open a file. And then at this point, I'm going to go ahead and put the ignition in the on position. It should give me a warning on what I've seen. So we're going to go ahead and click on the file. This is opening it. This is calibration. We're going to put custom right here. So we want the custom the one we chose, the one we got on the email. Or on the download section really, but you get an email telling you when it's ready. We're just gonna wait here till it's finished. Right guys, it says 100%. Just waiting for the finishing touches. Module reading completed. Honestly, I should have recorded like this since the beginning, but anyway, you get the point. Everything's pretty good. It says it's completed. Adjust calibration settings for the LLT. And it says ghost cam, set ghost cam. And I'm gonna put aggressive. There's no ghost cam, mild ghost cam, moderate, and aggressive. I'm gonna go with moderate, see what that does. And then we're gonna go to program again. I seen this says OPD2. Oh, okay, here's all the codes you can take out. So all these you can shut down. Dang, there's a whole bunch. So make sure you don't shut down nothing that is important, because of course you don't want to, turn off a lot of important stuff and not know that it's happening. So make sure you're careful with this one. I'm going to go ahead and select the ones I have trouble with my headers. And then we're going to go ahead and click OK. And it should be good to go. I'm going to double check if I have to retune it since I did these calibrations. But if not, this should be it. I'll come back to y'all and let y'all know. So for now, I'm just going to look through the codes and then I'll disable some of them. Alright, so I have applied the settings for the ghost cam. It just told me that if I do choose the aggressive one, some misfire codes might appear. I just chose the moderate, so it should be good. Now we're just going to go ahead and retune. We're going to go ahead and start it up, see what it does. Alright, you guys ready for the first start with the tune on? Now it's important to know that the ghost cam does not come on until the engine reaches certain temperature. So just keep that in mind. We're gonna go ahead and let this cold start go. All right. The shifts are a lot better, and you do feel that sense of it wants to go. Like I said, sadly, man, it's not the smartest thing to do right now, so I'm not gonna go ahead and do it, but I do owe you that footage, and it's probably gonna be right after this one. What I do want to hear is the ghost cam though. I'm sure the ghost cam should be up here in a bit, like I said, as the temperature goes up. I did let the engine warm up after that first clip of me turning it on. That way, I'm not just stepping on it whenever it's cold. So here in a bit, the ghost cam should be on. The weather clears up. I'm going to give you some good pulls, I promise. I need to just make some time to go to Mexico, and we'll do those. So as of now, I do feel the power on sport mode, but I can't punch it yet. So I will be getting back to you. But overall, easy. Installation was easy. The only thing I do have to tell you that I did not mention at the beginning, and that is that in order to raise the limiter for your governor for the speed, you do have to take them a picture and send it to them of your tires. That way they can lift that up depending on what tires you have. If you guys don't know, the tires, they also have like a speed limit, the highest one they can go, and that's what they're going to tune it for. So I did take a picture, send it to them, and the same tab, it says select the file. You select it, you send it, and they'll raise that up for you specifically to your tires. Alright guys, so I just did a complete stop, and as you can see, the car is shaking. It's legit shaking. Now it's supposed to be normal. This isn't moderate. I don't even want to imagine how it shakes on the aggressive. You see, it kind of shakes from here and there. I don't know if the stability from GoPro is gonna allow us to see that. I wish there's something I could do to show you how much is moving. But there is a little bit of movement here in the cabin. Let's go ahead outside and see how it sounds. Alright, so the first one we're gonna go ahead and do is gonna be the drive normal mode. Let's see how that works. Oh yeah, it picks up. Yeah, actually the shifts, like I keep saying, they last longer and they kept pushing. Usually what the car would do, it would push and then it will stop and, you know, do a little sluggish type of shift change. Here it keeps it. If we could take a listen on the shift changes. It keeps pushing. Yeah, major difference actually. It didn't give me that punch yet, but I haven't floored it yet. We can floor it right here, look. Oh yeah, you see it? It keeps pushing. It keeps pushing, guys. It keeps pushing. It does not stop. It doesn't want to stop. Man, I like this actually. I just picked up quite a bit of speed right there. Obviously, I'm not going to say it for YouTube reasons, but I picked up about a lot of speed right there. Man, this is a huge difference, guys. And it's a huge difference compared to the pedal commander. The pedal commander is just making the throttle body better. You could feel the power behind this. It wants to keep going. The shifts are a lot better. Alright guys, we're going into sport mode. Well, alright guys, well that is the testing that I could do. I know I didn't give you a good ghost cam. I know I didn't give you a good revs, but believe me, I have a good excuse for that. So before I jump into my final review, let me go ahead and explain a little bit, elaborate on the problem, and that way you kind of have a heads up. But I am going to make a different video for this specific problem. So if you recall on my last video, you'll see that it's an oil change video. I finished that oil change video. I said bye, concluded the video, went back, got the oil, you know, to go ahead and clean everything up. But to my surprise, I find a little bit of metal specks in the oil. If you don't know nothing about cars, that is a bad thing. Pretty much something in my engine is ripping off or something is happening, probably a bearing. It's usually a bad problem. So for that reason, I had to suspend stepping hard on the car, doing pulls, revving so high. I pretty much had to suspend all of that, especially because it is my daily driver. So like I said, it is bad news for me, specifically because I didn't get the time that I wanted to review the tune like I would want to, and also enjoy the tune. I enjoyed the tune for about three weeks maybe. It's been going for like a month that I've had that tune, but of course I haven't stepped on it or nothing, just driven it kind of normal. Nothing out of the ordinary, and kind of taking care of those RPMs and making sure they don't go high. So that is really my excuse, and I'm sorry guys. I really wanted to make a lot of testing for this tune, testing out the different type of octanes on the gas, because that does matter a lot. So now guys, for my final review on this tune is that I absolutely liked it. Like I said, 3 months review. I still have it for about a month and I still like it. The shifts are a lot more better. They're not as sluggish. When I did take it out, it felt like it was gonna go. It didn't want to stop, but the tune is awesome. it really pairs good with the headers. So if you do have headers, you do need a tune. That is something that I did test and that it did come to be true. So you do need a tune, and the Trifecta tune has everything to offer you. It has a ghost cam if you want it. It gives you better aggressive shifts. Everything is just good about that tune, and more than that, it's gonna make your car run better with the headers, with the intake, with everything you've installed. You pretty much need a tune. When you don't have a dyno, this is gonna be the best deal for your money. Now, I do know that Trifecta does let you do remote tuning depending on what package you bought. I think I bought the Advantage Plus. What that does is that I can go ahead and plug in my computer. They'll tell me that they want a little bit of drives here, drives there for 30 minutes. I'll go ahead and send that file to them and they'll tune it to my car. So you can do that. Keep that in mind, but it's not offered for the cheap versions of the package. And well, there you go, guys. This is all for the video. Hope you liked and enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe for me. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram. There you're going to find content that does not make it to YouTube. Any questions you have, you can leave them in the comments. If it's a little bit more important, leave them on my DMs on Instagram. I'll answer a lot more quicker. It is a busy time of my life right now, but I'm trying to keep up with all that, guys. Anyways, thanks for liking, for subscribing, and for viewing. I'll see you on the next video.